It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New Orleans Saints.
Brandon Garden alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Saints in this matchup. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who'll be calling the plays under center.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And his first look is incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete. Crowd getting into the bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. And that's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
On 1st and 10, Middleton. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
To throw on 2nd down, Middleton. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Middleton. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. They'll run on 1st down. Wooten. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Middleton. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Middleton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 53 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Wilson now off the bootleg. He finds his man, complete. That's Barker.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Porter. And he's got room. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule. This to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, Middleton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Off the bootleg, Middleton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4.
Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Middleton. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On first down, Wooten. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Looking to throw. Middleton. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Middleton. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, here's pressure, and the Saints block it. Inside the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And it's now 14-0. So the very rare blocked punt, scooped and returned for a touchdown. What an exciting play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Takes it at the 7. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
On 2nd down now, Whitley. And he's able to get up here to the 26. On 1st down, Middleton. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Barker. And he's brought down. If you're going to blitz, you're likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Looking to throw. Middleton. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Middleton.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He did an okay job. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 47. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw. Middleton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Back to throw. Middleton. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He has not had the start to this game that he envisions here in the second quarter. He's struggling a little bit. But, hey, they're in the lead right now. So kind of what's going on in his head, do you think, Charles?
I think that's what he has to keep in mind. Winning the ball game is not going the way he wants in terms of his own play. But, oh, yeah, that's right, winning the ball game. So don't press. Don't try and do things outside of what's going on right now. Don't try to increase your game or get yourself right. Just make sure you continue to lead your ball club and keep them moving in the right direction.
Well, they've got that lead so far. 1 interception for him, no touchdown passes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now Wilson.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On first down, Wilson. Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Let's go. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. To throw is Wilson on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, and it's the Steelers who are out in front. The Steelers looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. The Titans seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. To throw on third down, Middleton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Barker. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitley, he'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Middleton throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Porter. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They go play action with Wilson. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Throwing is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
They'll run on first down. Whitley. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Check, 59.
Back to throw. Middleton. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
On second down, Whitley. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
To throw again on second down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
On first down, Porter. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, Wilson.
And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
On third down, Wilson. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Porter. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Throwing on first down, Middleton. staying on his feet. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To throw on second down, Middleton. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw, Middleton. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Porter, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 83 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And some room to work. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one will be accepted.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. On second down now. It's Porter, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On 1st and 10, Middleton.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Back to throw again. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try and go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Middleton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw. Middleton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Winslow. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody.